Hello everyone, this is Arjun once again, and I'm making this video regarding the controversy on the Shemran Hitmeyer dismissal, which was given as out, and a lot of people, especially the Pakistani media, are saying it was clearly not out, and many are even crying foul play that the Indians has manipulated, and this way India has made it to the semifinals. Now, I would like to discuss about the technicality of that dismissal. Shemran Hitmeyer was given out by the field umpire, and when he referred it to the third umpire, the third umpire saw it on the replays, and in the ultra edge, it was found that there is a small spike towards the right side of the graph when the ball seemed to be meeting the bat. However, on the screen, on the image of on the screen, which was seems like that there was a gap between the bat and the ball, a slight gap between the bat and the ball, which made people think, and the Pakistanis like Muhammad Amir and few other Pakistanis, I think Ahmed Shehzad has also said that it was clearly not out, which or also Muhammad Wasim, I think, Imad Wasim was saying it was clearly not out because of that gap. Now, the technicality of the ultra edge is that when the ball meets the bat, if the graph, that's ultra edge, the graph shows a spike on the right side of the of that graph. If the spike is on the right side of that graph, and on the next frame, if the spike goes to the left side of the graph when the ball has left the bat, means that the ball has just kissed the surface of the ball. The bat has just kissed the surface of the bat of the ball, and that's why there are two frames. I will repeat again. The first frame shows the graph, uh, the spike on the right side of the graph where the ball just meets the bat, and on when the ball just on the next frame when the ball just leaves the bat, the spike is on the left side of the graph. When these two things happens, which it means that the bat has just kissed the ball, the surface of the ball, the leather surface of the ball. That is how the technology of the ultra edge works. However, there is a slight chance that when a bat is swung very hard at the ball, then just the air friction on the surface of the bat, which is very close, when the bat comes very close, the air friction can also cause the same image. Now, was it the air friction which was the result of that spike, or was it the ball bat kissing the surface of the ball? Now, in the naked eye, it seemed it was air friction, but there was a gap. However, we are looking at a 2D image of a 3D event. The event which was played on the ground is a 3D, and we are watching the images on 2D. So that gap is always a parallax error or a visual error, which happens when there is all when this kind of thing happens. It also, they have also referred to the catch of Sanju Samson's catch of the Fakhar Zaman during the Asia Cup, which was also seemed like the ball has dropped in the ground. Now that is why in the the entire thing has been framed like the when there is a catch which seems like it has touched the ground. The rules have been made in such manner that if it shows that the fingers are underneath the ball, then it is out, because what it seems is that even though the fingers are underneath the ball, when the camera looks at it with an angle, the parallax error makes it seem like it is touching the ground, but it is actually not if the fingers are under the ball. So that's why it is given out when the fingers are under the ball. But when we look at it, from our televisions or from the images which is taken by the cameras, it seems that the ball has touched the ground. It is very similar to that. It seems that there is a gap, and but the ultra edge spikes, two spikes in two frames, one on the right side and the second one when the ball just leaves the bat on the left side, means that there was a slight touch on the ball, and that's why the umpire gave it out. Now let us come to the technicalities of the third umpire. Now the third umpire follows protocol, and the protocol is that whatever is given to them as a standard procedure, they will follow that. There is no place for gut feeling. Now if they see these two images, then it is most likely that it has touched, the bat has touched the uh, ball, and that's why you are getting these two images with the first one, the spike on the right side, the second one, the spike on the left side of the graph. Umpire gave this as out. So the third umpire needs conclusive evidence to overturn it. It wasn't there, and the evidence were more towards the ball, it more towards out rather than not out. So that's why the decision was held and kept as out. So please do not cry wolf, and don't cry foul play, that India is cheating. It is not cheating. This is the normal standard procedure which a third umpire has to go, and it might be possible that it might be an air friction which has caused this, and the bat might have missed the ball. But the umpire gave it out, and on the evidence which we have after that, it wasn't enough to overturn it. Rather, it was enough to give it out. So that's why the decision was kept held and it was given as out. Now there was a Robman Powell decision as well, which could have turned the match on its head. Varun Chakravarti's ball seemed like it was very close, and it could have been given out by the umpire. The umpire did not give it out, and when we saw on the ball tracking, it was given as umpire's call, though a major chunk of the ball was hitting the stump. So it was like maybe 45% or 47% of the ball was hitting the stump, but it was still umpire's call because it needs to be 51%. 51%, or now I think 50% of the ball needs to hit the stump. Only then it will be given as a clear red, and it will be saying as hitting by the um, ball tracking. Now, if it is not the Hawkeye ball tracking, if it is even 51 or 52%, it will be showing as if the 51% is 49% of the ball is hitting the stumps, it will be given as umpire's call, and if the umpire states not out, it will remain not out. So Robman Powell was given not out. On another day, the umpire could have given that out, or on another day, the Hawkeye, it could have been 50%, and it would have been given. If the Hawkeye has been 50%, it would have been given hitting, and Robman Powell would have been out. On Varun Chakravarti's, the 24-run over wouldn't have come, and West Indies might have folded for 175 or 180 or maybe less. So you never know with these things. Sometimes it goes your way, sometimes it doesn't go your way. That is cricket, my friend. So do not cry foul, that foul play, foul play. Pakistan also did not, umpire did not give a wide, which we all thought it was wide. But the umpire didn't give it wide, and so the match was over. Another ball, another 4 runs, it could have been a different story altogether. So that is why I made this video. So to ensure that people knows exactly how the ultra edge works and exactly what the umpire needs to do during this kind of scenarios. Thank you for watching. We'll meet again before the England New Zealand semi-final clash. That would be tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Bye now.